Today we're reading 2nd Maccabees 1 and 2. The Jews in Jerusalem and those in the land of Judea, to their Jewish kindred in Egypt, greetings and true peace. May God do good to you, and may he remember his covenant with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, his faithful servants. May he give you all a heart to worship him and to do his will with a strong heart and a willing spirit. May he open your heart to his law and his commandments, and may he bring peace. May he hear your prayers and be reconciled to you, and may he not forsake you in a time of evil. We are now praying for you here. In the reign of Demetrius, in the 169th year, we Jews wrote to you in the critical distress that came upon us in those years after Jason and his company revolted from the Holy Land and the kingdom, and burned the gate and shed innocent blood. We prayed to the Lord and were heard, and we offered sacrifice and grain offering, and we lit the lamps and set out the loaves. And now see that you keep the festival of booths in the month of Chislev, in the 188th year. To the people of Jerusalem and of Judea, and the Senate and Judas, to Aristobulus, who is of the family of the anointed priests, teacher of King Ptolemy, and to the Jews in Egypt, greetings and good health. Having been saved by God out of grave dangers, we thank him greatly for taking our side against the king, for he drove out those who fought against the holy city. When the leader reached Persia with a force that seemed irresistible, they were cut to pieces in the temple of Nanea by a deception employed by the priests of the goddess Nanea, on the pretext of intending to marry her. Antiochus came to the place together with his friends to secure most of its treasure as a dowry. When the priests of the temple of Nanea had set out the treasures, and Antiochus had come with a few men inside the wall of the sacred precinct, they closed the temple as soon as he entered it. Opening a secret door in the ceiling, they threw stones and struck down the leader and his men. They dismembered them and cut off their heads and threw them to the people outside. Blessed in every way be our God, who has brought judgment on those who have behaved impiously. Since the 25th day of Chislev, we shall celebrate the purification of the temple. We thought it necessary to notify you in order that you may also celebrate the festival of booths and the festival of the fire given when Nehemiah, who built the temple and the altar, offered sacrifices. For when our ancestors were being led captive to Persia, the pious priests of that time took some of the fire of the altar and secretly hid it in the hollow of a dry cistern, where they took such precautions that the place was unknown to anyone. But after many years had passed, when it pleased God, Nehemiah, having been commissioned by the king of Persia, sent the descendants of the priests who had hidden the fire to get it. And when they reported to us that they had not found the fire, but only a thick liquid, he ordered them to dip it out and bring it. When the materials for the sacrifices were presented, Nehemiah ordered the priests to sprinkle the liquid on the wood and on the things laid upon it. When this had been done, and some time had passed, and when the sun, which had been clouded over, shone out, a great fire blazed up, so that all marveled. And while the sacrifice was still being consumed, the priests offered prayer. The priests and everyone Jonathan led, and the rest responded as did Nehemiah. The prayer was to this effect: O Lord, Lord God, creator of all things, you are awe-inspiring and strong and just and merciful. You alone are King, and you are kind. You alone are bountiful. You alone are just and almighty and eternal. You rescue Israel from every evil. You choose the ancestors and consecrate them. Accept this sacrifice on behalf of all your people Israel, and preserve your portion and make it holy. Gather together our scattered people. Set free those who are slaves among the Gentiles. Look on those who are rejected and despised, and let the Gentiles know that you are our God. Punish those who oppress and are insolent with pride. Plant your people in your holy place, as Moses promised. Then the priests sang the hymns. After the materials of the sacrifice had been consumed, Nehemiah ordered that the liquid that was left should be poured on large stones. When this was done, a flame blazed up. But when the light from the altar shone back, it went out. When this matter became known, it was reported to the king of the Persians that in the place where the exiled priests had hidden the fire, the liquid had appeared with which Nehemiah and his associates had burned the materials of the sacrifice. The king investigated the matter and enclosed the place and made it sacred. And with those persons whom the king favored, he exchanged many excellent gifts. Nehemiah and his associates called this Nephthar, which means purification, but by most people it is called naphtha. One finds in the records that the prophet Jeremiah ordered those who were being deported to take some of the fire, as had been mentioned, and that the prophet, after giving them the law, instructed those who were being deported not to forget the commandments of the Lord, or be led astray in their thoughts on seeing the gold and silver statutes and their adornment. And with other similar words he exhorted them that the law should not depart from their hearts. It was also in the same document that the prophet, having received an oracle, ordered that the tent and the ark should follow with him, and that he went out to the mountain where Moses had gone up and had seen the inheritance of God. Jeremiah came and found a cave dwelling, and he brought there the tent and the ark and the altar of incense. Then he sealed up the entrance. Some of those who followed him came up intending to mark the way, but could not find it. When Jeremiah learned of it, he rebuked them and declared, "The place shall remain unknown until God gathers his people together again and shows his mercy. Then the Lord will disclose these things, and the glory of the Lord and the cloud will appear, as they were shown in the case of Moses, and as Solomon asked that the place should be specially consecrated." It was also made clear that the possessed wisdom of Solomon offered sacrifice for the dedication and completion of the temple, just as Moses prayed to the Lord. And fire came down from heaven and consumed the sacrifices. So also Solomon prayed, and the fire came down and consumed the whole burnt offerings. And Moses said they were consumed because the sin offering had not been eaten. Likewise, Solomon also kept the 8 days. The same things are reported in the records and in the memoirs of Nehemiah, and also that he founded a library and collected the books about the kings and prophets and the writings of David. And the same way Judas also collected all the books that had been lost on account of the war that had come upon us, and they are in our possession. So if you have need of them, send people to get them for you. Since, therefore, we are about to celebrate the purification, we write to you. Will you therefore please keep the days? It is God who has saved all his people and returned the inheritance to all, and the kingship and the priesthood and the consecration, as he promised through the law. We have hope in God that he will soon have mercy on us and will gather us from everywhere under heaven into his holy place. For he has rescued us from great evils and has purified the place. The story of Judas Maccabeus and his brother, and the purification of the great temple, and the dedication of the altar, and further the wars against Antiochus Epiphanes and his son Eupator, and the appearances that came from heaven to those who fought bravely for Judaism, so that though few in number, they seized the whole land and pursued the barbarian hordes and regained possession of the temple famous throughout the world and liberated the city and re-established the laws that were about to be abolished, while the Lord, with great kindness, became gracious to them. All this, which has been set forth by Jason of Cyrene in 5 volumes, we shall attempt to condense into a single book. For considering the flood of statistics involved and the difficulty there is for those who wish to enter upon the narratives of history because of the mass of material, we have aimed to please those who wish to read it, to make it easy for those who are inclined to memorize, and to profit all readers. For us who have undertaken the toil of abbreviating, it is no light matter, but calls for sweat and loss of sleep, just as it is not easy for one who prepares a banquet and seeks the benefit of others. Nevertheless, to secure the gratitude of many, we will gladly endure the uncomfortable toil, leaving the responsibility for exact details to the compiler, while devoting our efforts to arriving at the outlines of the condensation. For as the master builder of a new house must be concerned with the whole construction, while the one who undertakes its painting and decorations has to consider only what is suitable for its adornment, such, in my judgment, is the case with us. It is the duty of the original historian to occupy the ground, to discuss matters from every side, and to take trouble with details. But the one who recasts the narrative should be allowed to strive for brevity of expression and to forego exhaustive treatment. At this point, therefore, let us begin our narrative without adding any more to what has already been said, for it would be foolish to lengthen the preface while cutting short the history itself. John, the elder, to the beloved Gaius, whom I love in the truth. Beloved, I pray that all may go well with you, and that you may be in good health, even as your soul is well. For I greatly rejoiced when the brothers came and testified of the truth that is in you, just as you walk in the truth. I have no greater joy than to hear that my children walk in truth. Beloved, you are faithful in all you do for the brothers and for strangers who have testified of your love before the assembly. You will do well to send them along on their journey in a manner worthy of God. For his name's sake they went out, receiving no help from the Gentiles. Therefore, we ought to receive such men, that we might be fellow workers for the truth. I wrote to the assembly, but Diotrephes, who loves to put himself first among them, did not accept us. Because of this, if I come, I will bring up what kinds of works he has done, ranting against us with malicious words. Not content with that, he does not accept that the brothers I wrote to the assembly, but Diotrephes, who loves to put himself first among them, did not accept us. Because of this, if I come, I will bring up what kinds of works he does, ranting against us with malicious words. Not content with that, he does not accept the brothers, and stops those who want to, and throws them out of the assembly. Beloved, do not imitate that which is evil, but that which is good. Whoever does good is from God, but whoever does evil has not seen God. Demetrius receives good reports from everyone, and from the truth itself. Yes, and we also testify, and you know that our testimony is true. I had many things to write, but I would rather not write you with a reed and ink. Instead, I hope to see you soon, and we shall speak face to face. Peace be to you. The friends greet you. Greet the friends by name. John, the elder, to the beloved Gaius, whom I love in the truth. Beloved, I pray that all may go well with you, and that you may be in good health, even as your soul is well. For I greatly rejoiced when the brothers came and testified of the truth that is in you, just as you walk in the truth. I have no greater joy than to hear that my children walk in truth. Beloved, you are faithful in all you do for the brothers and for strangers who have testified of your love before the assembly. You will do well to send them along on their journey in a manner worthy of God. For his name's sake they went out, receiving no help from the Gentiles. Therefore, we ought to receive such men, that we might be fellow workers for the truth. I wrote to the assembly, but Diotrephes, who loves to put himself first among them, did not accept us. Because of this, if I come, I will bring up what kinds of works he has done, ranting against us with malicious words. Not content with that, he does not accept that the brothers I wrote to the assembly, but Diotrephes, who loves to put himself first among them, did not accept us. Because of this, if I come, I will bring up what kinds of works he does, ranting against us with malicious words. Not content with that, he does not accept the brothers, and stops those who want to, and throws them out of the assembly. Beloved, do not imitate that which is evil, but that which is good. Whoever does good is from God, but whoever does evil has not seen God. Demetrius receives good reports from everyone, and from the truth itself. Yes, and we also testify, and you know that our testimony is true. I had many things to write, but I would rather not write you with a reed and ink. Instead, I hope to see you soon, and we shall speak face to face. Peace be to you. The friends greet you. Greet the friends by name. 3 John, the elder, to the beloved Gaius, whom I love in the truth. Beloved, I pray that it may go well with you, and that you may be in good health, even as your soul is well. For I greatly rejoiced when the brothers came and testified of the truth that is in you, just as you walk in the truth. I have no greater joy than to hear that my children walk in truth. Beloved, you are faithful in all you do for the brothers and for strangers, who have testified for your love before the assembly. You will do well to send them along on their journey in a manner worthy of God. For his name's sake they went out, receiving no help from the Gentiles. Therefore, we ought to receive such men, that we might be fellow workers for the truth. I wrote to the assembly, but Diotrephes, who loves to put himself first among them, did not accept us. Because of this, if I come, I will bring up what kinds of works he does, ranting against us with malicious words. Not content with that, he does not accept the brothers, and stops those who want to, and throws them out of the assembly. Beloved, do not imitate that which is evil, but that which is good. Whoever does good is from God, but whoever does evil has not seen God. Demetrius receives good reports from everyone, and from the truth itself. Yes, and we also testify, and you know that our testimony is true. I had many things to write, but I would rather not write you with reed and ink. Instead, I hope to see you soon, and we shall speak face to face. Peace be to you. The friends greet you. Greet the friends by name. Psalm 22. My God, why have you forsaken me? Why are you so far from delivering me and from my roaring words of distress? O my God, I cry in the daytime, but you do not answer, and at night, but I have no rest. But you are holy, O you who inhabits the praises of Israel. Our fathers trusted in you. They trusted, and you did deliver them. They cried to you and were delivered. They trusted in you and were not put to shame. But I am a worm and not a man, a reproach of men and despised by the people. All who see me laugh me to scorn. They sneer with the lip, they shake the head, saying, "Trust in the Lord, let him deliver him. Let him rescue him, seeing he delights in him." But you are he who took me out of the womb. You caused me to trust while I was on my mother's breasts. I was cast to you from birth. You are my God from my mother's womb. Be not far from me, for trouble is near. There is none to help. Many bulls encircle me, strong bulls of Bashan surround me. They open their mouths against me. As a praying and roaring lion, I am poured out like water, and all my bones are out of joint. My heart is like wax. It is melted inside my body. My strength is dried up like a potsherd. My tongue cleaves to my jaws, and you have set me towards the dust of death. For dogs have encompassed me. The assembly of the wicked has enclosed me. Like a lion, they pin my hands and my feet. I can count all my bones. They look and stare on me. They part my garments among them and cast lots for my clothes. But do not be far from me, O Lord. O my help, hasten to my aid. Rescue my soul from the sword, my only life from the power of the dog. Save me from the lion's mouth and from the horns of the wild ox. Answer me. I will declare your name to my community. In the midst of the congregation, I will praise you. You who fear the Lord, praise him. All you descendants of Jacob, glorify him, and stand in awe of him, all you descendants of Israel. For he has not despised nor abhorred the affliction of the afflicted, nor has he hidden his face from him. But when he cried to him, he heard. From you my praise will be in the great congregation. I will pay my vows before those who fear him. The meek will eat and be satisfied. Those who seek him will praise the Lord. May your hearts live forever. All the ends of the world will remember and turn to the Lord, and all the families of the nations will worship before you. For kingship belongs to the Lord, and he rules among the nations. All the prosperous ones of the earth will eat and worship. All who go down to the dust will bow before him, even he who cannot keep his own soul alive. Posterity will serve him. It will be told to generations about the Lord. They will come and declare his righteousness to a people yet to be born, that he has acted. Proverbs 22. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, a loving favor rather than silver and gold. The rich and poor have this in common: the Lord is the maker of them all. A prudent man foresees the evil and hides himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. But humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life. Thorns and snares are in the way of the perverse. He who guards his soul will be far from them. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is a servant to the lender. He who sows iniquity will reap vanity, and the rod of his anger will fail. He who has a bountiful eye will be blessed, for he gives of his bread to the poor. Cast out the scorner, and contention will go out. Yes, strife and reproach will cease. He who loves pureness of heart, for the grace of his lips, the king will be his friend. The eyes of the Lord preserve knowledge. He overthrows the words of the transgressor. The slothful man says, "There is a lion without. I will be slain in the streets." The mouth of an immoral woman is a deep pit. He who is detested by the Lord will fall therein. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction will drive it far from him. He oppresses the poor to increase his riches, and he who gives to the rich will surely come to want. Incline your ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply to your heart my knowledge, for it is a pleasing thing if you keep them within you. They will readily be fitted in your lips. That your trust may be in the Lord, I have made known to you this day, even to you. Have I not written to you excellent things in counsel and knowledge, that I might make you know the certainty of the words of truth, that you might answer the words of truth to those who send to you? Do not rob the poor because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate. For the Lord will plead their cause, and spoil the soul of those who spoiled them. Make no friendship with an angry man. With a furious man you will not go, lest you learn his ways, and get a snare to your soul. Do not be one of those who shakes hands in a pledge, or of those who use securities for debts. If you have nothing to pay, why should he take away your bed from under you? Do not remove the ancient landmark which your fathers have set. Do you see a man diligent in his business? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men. Thus ends the reading for today. Never walk alone.